Good morning. I'm professional sports handicapper Ross Benjamin of SportsMemo.com. It is Wednesday, April the 27th, and I got a free NBA pick for you in Game 5 between the Chicago Bulls and the Milwaukee Bucks that goes tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Just a couple friendly reminders, folks. Visit my page at SportsMemo.com. You just go to the experts icon or tab on the top of the page and click on that. There'll be a drop-down menu. Click on Ross Benjamin. You'll see all my recent streaks, and there's some pretty darn good ones at Sports Memo. As a matter of fact, folks, to be specific, my NBA picks since April 1st, which coincides with the end of the regular season and the beginning of the playoffs, 21-10 with my last 31 in the NBA. And that's produced over $4,000. Let me give you the exact figure, $4,570. And how I calculate that is quite simple. All my picks are 3% or greater. My top plays are 4% or greater. And what I expect clients to do and how it's graded at Sports Memo is you use $100 per percentage. So in other words, if I have a 3% play, your 3% of your bankroll, whatever that may be, is what you're required to play. So we're using $100 as a gauge, and that's how they grade our picks at Sports Memo. And with that 21-10 record, plus $4,570. As a matter of fact, all picks of 4% or better, 12-2 with my last 14, and that's netted a profit of $4,750. And all sports since April 9th, 25-15, 63%, and a net profit of $4,035. Major League Baseball, I've sort of just put my toes in the water so far. But just a friendly reminder, dating back to last season, I'm 42-19 with my Major League Baseball picks of 4% or greater. And that's produced a net profit of $9,000. In addition to 16-4 with my last 20 dating back to last season on my MLB money line picks of 4% or better, and that's made clients $4,803. So a lot of good things going on in Major League Baseball and the NBA playoffs. I alluded to my 4% or better plays, and the last two nights I cashed in with the Minnesota Timberwolves plus the 6, as they were easily inside the number in that 2-point loss they suffered, and then also the Boston Celtics plus 100 on the money line the day before and over the Brooklyn Nets. And boy, oh boy, my NBA money line picks as documented by SportsMemo.com, 15-0 this season and 22-1 since last season. And folks, I don't give out any NBA money line picks. And you can see I don't give them out frequently, but when I do, they never exceed the threshold of minus 135. Most are in the small favorite percentile range when it comes to money line betting or an underdog. Boston was close to an underdog. I guess you could deem them as an underdog at plus 100 the other night. So just filling you in there. I don't know why you wouldn't dabble in. I'm not a high volume handicapper, so that means I'm not giving you 10 to 15 picks per day that if I have one bad day, I can end up washing you out before you even have an opportunity to get started. So very selective in what I give out. And I'm not one of those guys that gives out things too early. Now, I don't give them too late either. But, I try to give myself enough time in watching the money movements to give you the best opportunity to win. So check me out at sportsmemo.com. Let's get to the free pick. The Chicago Bulls at the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to focus in on the total right now, which is 217.5. Well, here's a couple items before we even start to talk about the specifics of each team. All of the first 4 games in this series have all gone under the total. That's only happened 22 times since 1991. I should clarify even further. Anytime you have a series extended to 5 games and the first 4 games went under the total, that's only occurred 22 times since 1991. And doing quick math here, that's over the last 33 years, I believe. In any event, a long time. And game 5, after those sequence of 4 straight unders, has seen those results play 11 to the over and 11 to the under. So it's the continuation of consecutive unders is a 50-50 shot. And if you even tighten that up even further, if it's an away team that scored 94 points or more and they're facing an opponent with a win percentage of 605 or better, that's it. That particular situation improves to 5-0 to the over. So again, Chicago's coming off a 114 to 95 loss in game 4. So they scored greater than 94 points, and Milwaukee enters today with a 627 win percentage. So the likelihood of 5 straight unders is always possible, but according to my betting statistics and I have handicapping software on the NBA, it indicates to me that this going under, although being a rare situation, is not likely. So we'll go from there. And also the site that I go to and look at public betting trends shows me at this particular moment in time that 67% of the tickets and 78% of the money pool has gone on the under. So that's a lopsided margin any way you cut it. And when that occurs, folks, my antennas go up, and I'm looking for a reason to go the opposite way or take on a contrarian approach, whatever phrases you want to use. So let's look at the progressions of the totals in this series. From game 1, 230.5 to game 2, 225 to game 3, 222.5 to game 4, 219.5. So the sports books have adjusted to what the public is seeing: low scoring affairs, and also public perception, which is key. As you could see with the numbers I alluded to earlier, as far as the public betting trends, the sports books are right on and making these adjustments. And this is 217.5 as we speak for game 5. However, it opened at 218.5. And despite the fact that Zach LaVine is out for COVID protocols in game 5, that really hasn't been a big adjustment. And Zach LaVine is Chicago's leading scorer at 24.5 points per game. And the sports books seem undeterred by that, which leads me to believe that, you know what, they're just moving this line down because they know they're going to get hammered with unders, and they're not willing to make a huge adjustment, even with Zach LaVine not being available. In addition to, Chicago has shot less than 40% in the last 2 games of the series. That's the first time that's occurred all year. That's right. Chicago has not shot less than 40% in back-to-back games all season long until that happened in game 3 and game 4 of the series. My educated prediction is it's not likely to happen 3 games in a row. Now, is it possible? Anything's possible in sports betting. But look, even if Chicago shoots 41 or 42% in this game, it's going to increase their scoring output. In addition to the fact, it's not like the Bulls have been playing at a snail's pace in the series. They've averaged 90 field goal attempts throughout the first 4 games of the series. Also, the Chicago Bulls, when scoring 100 points or less, like they did in their previous game, they followed that up by going 13-5 over the total this season. So again, the Bulls have played 13-5 to the over following a game in which they scored 100 points or less this season. And those 18 contests averaged a combined 223.6 points scored per game. Both of these teams have played well under their season scoring averages. And again, folks, I just don't see that continuing. I'm just using not only algorithms, but just my handicapping experience over the last 25 years to make an educated guess here. Not even an educated guess, an educated prediction, I should say. I don't guess. So I should not have used that term. In any event, until the next time, be sure to check me out at sportsmemo.com. My name is Ross Benjamin. I've been red hot, and so will you if you purchase from me. Take care and God bless, folks.